Hi, I'm CJ McDonald, principal here at Echo Hill. Happy Friday. Great week this week. Second grade music program kicked off. Awesome autumn. They were very, very excited to have their second grade music program. They're fired up all day. And you know what? They did a fantastic job. And it was just a really, really fun Thursday, both in the building with their peers and then also with their parents later that night. So thanks for everybody who participated. Mrs. Hopkins, as always, and those fantastic second grade kids. Great job. Today we celebrated our fantastic, I'm using that word a lot suddenly, but that's true. That's the way this place is. Our food service employees. It was the end of the of lunch week, and the kids all signed a big poster, gave them a little, our social dues, gave them a little gift card, and we're really thankful. There's a lot of great people in the food services, but we've got five really great ones here. Today, the fire department visited the first graders. That was really exciting. Gave them a little presentation with the fire truck there and showed them how to get all their gear on and talked about fire safety. This is at the end of their fire safety unit, and so it was accumulation of some good learning. So they were they were really impressed. So all right, hey, a little bit about Echo Hill. So, as many of you who've listened to this for a while know, we have over 175 students that get dropped off or picked up each day here at Echo Hill. That's normal days. When there's inclement weather, it's even more. We're always coaching staff and students up for more improved efficiency. Some days it goes great, some days it doesn't. Kids can't find their car. I really appreciate the parental efforts to do the same. You know, as we ask you to pull all the way up, you wait politely, not getting out of the car, you know, all of that stuff. So I really do appreciate it. Did you know that there's some other options rather than just pulling into Echo Hill when you drop off or at a place to meet your student? One option that I got approved officially is in the back parking lot of Oak Ridge Middle School. So if you go all the way into the back of Oak Ridge Middle School, you'll drive past their football field and then you'll see the baseball softball complex. There is a path right there that goes directly to Echo Hill. So that's an option to drop off or to have your students meet you there. Of course, if you have your students meet you there, they would then be technically a walker, but you would just meet them at that spot. So those are okay because you're not going to run into any of Oak Ridge's um, you're not going to run into any of the Oak Ridge's traffic, and the school's not in either in the morning is already running or at the afternoon they're already all gone. We want our students to be safe, but there are approved ways to circumvent the lot. The school board is going to be approving an official partnership with an organization called Safe Routes to Schools. I think sometime this winter, maybe this spring, and that's going to give us some more official options. And you'll hear a lot more of that from us and from the district to encourage more walking or riding to school, even if it's only, a few blocks. All right, upcoming events next week. Next week we have the book fair. That goes on all week. Everybody's excited about that. Did a lot of the previewing here at the end of this week. Monday's a PTO meeting at 6:30 in the art room. Conferences are Tuesday and Thursday. Remember, those are early out days. Our conferences begin at 2 o'clock and they go until 7 each of those nights. On Wednesday, the fourth grade Leo trip and the volunteer workshops on Thursday. So we've got a big week coming up. All right, Echo Hill Holler. This week's Echo Hill Holler goes out to Jessica Becker. I first met Jessica through Echo Hill's PTO. She was a caring mom who would plan, set up events, work with students, and anything else that was needed. Then, when we had a shortage of substitutes right after COVID, she became one of the building's go-to last-minute subs or just our go-to sub. Finally, the English language learner position opened, and last winter, she applied, and Lynmar knew it was a home run hire. This year, she was split between two buildings before last year, but this year she's put in place here full time at Echo Hill. We're really fortunate to have her. Today, for example, we had an open sub job in PE. Mr. Hugo wasn't there, and we didn't have a substitute. So she volunteered 2 of her hours that she had that she could have some flexibility in as a de facto PE teacher. Mrs. Bundy, Carrie Hay, and Mrs. Jelinek also volunteered their time, and many others offered. So she certainly wasn't the only one, but she kind of pulled double duty. This isn't unusual for her. when she has moments in her days, all year she's been showing that she's willing to help out other teachers, supervise students when needed, teaching different not non-ELL students even when needed, and volunteering to do anything that's needed. Uh, just like she was the first time I met her in PTO, which of course she's still part of. So hey, Jessica, thanks. Echo Hill shows even more of all of our students' attitude because you're here. Well, that's it. That's all I got. Have a great weekend. Take care.
Carefully leave your mallets there. Head back to your spot. Next up, we've got our speakers before pumpkin spice.
You got to